It's beautiful out today. Okay, so here we are. We're down on the floor, down on our mats. Let's go, guys. Stand on toes. We're going to be moving, and it's non-stop movement. Right when you need one, you can always hug your knees into your chest with child pose, whatever feels good to you. I'm going to pull my elbows back, and I want you to feel the spine growing taller. I'm going to take a nice big inhale, and on the exhale, I'm going to C-curve and lengthen my arms. And again, start to stack back up. Pull the elbows back. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. Pull it back. Zip it up. Inhale. Exhale, round. 2 more times, please. Our knees are soft. Our feet are flexed. And our shoulders are always down. And last one. Inhale here. Exhale, round. Now arms are going to stay straight. I'm going to come up an inch and back down. Now instead of thinking up, I like to think of in. My belly button's pressing in, my chin staying to my chest, my upper spine is rounded, my shoulders are melted. My knees are bent. You got it. And 3, and 2, and 1. Take both ends into the hand closest to the pole. And take the opposite hand behind your head. I'm going to round back. I'm going to crunch up an inch, going across, and then back down. Across. So you're pressing into that oblique. We're exhaling, inhaling back. You got it. Shoulders are melted. 3, 2, and 1. Both ends into the opposite hand, other hand behind your head. Round back in that C curve, and I crunch over. And staying over. I'm still looking over that shoulder. I exhale as I come up, my shoulder staying down. The band arm is straight. Sits bones are equal on our mat. And 3, and 2, and 1. One end in each hand. I'm going to pull my elbows back and sit tall. Press those legs out into a Pilates stance. Walk your hands further down. I'm almost touching my feet. I'm so far down. Rounding forward, roll it back, melt the shoulders, tuck your tail. Vertebrae by vertebrae comes down to the mat. Now we'll come back up, draw that chin to your chest. Inhale, driving those heels longer, and exhale. We inhale, start to come back, melt those shoulders, tuck your tail, exhale. Drive the eyes to the belly, inhale. Let the band help you stay controlled and not rushed. Arms should be parallel to the floor, equal to the legs. Roll it back, inhale. Use your breath, exhale, head comes down last. Head comes up first, inhale. Take your time, exhale, lovely. From here, pull those elbows back, stack your spine, and give me a little bit of an arch. The chest is going to lift higher. And then bring those arms back out. And let's do that again. Pull the elbows back. Nice extension here. Bring it back to center. And one more. I'm going to inhale here and exhale here. Take the band off your feet. I'm going to hold that band shoulder width apart. I'm going to roll it back down. And once I'm all the way down, my arms will go up over my chest. Shoulders are down. Back of the head is heavy onto the mat. Draw your right knee into a tabletop and add the left. Press those inner thighs together. Make sure your shins are parallel to the floor. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest and reach that band for your shins. If you're able to, keep your eyes to your belly. Slide your hands down so they're equal to the hips. Palms face down. Now I'm just going to press down towards the mat and return. You can place your head down on the mat at any time. Exhale, push down. Inhale, release. You got it. Squeeze those armpit muscles. Make sure you're imprinting your spine on your mat. I'm not letting my legs fall when I'm pushing against them with the band. 2 more here. 1 more. I'm going to walk those hands back up. My head comes down and my toes come down. Just my toes. Draw the chin to your chest, tabletop those legs, reach the band for your shins, retrace your steps back down. Inhale down. Nod that chin, exhale, lift up. Inhale, tap just the toes, exhale up. If you can't keep your back heavy tapping your mat, just hover your mat, don't touch it. Because you want to keep your pelvis still and your back heavy. 2 more, inhaling as we go down. Exhaling up, make sure you don't drag that head. Inhale, tap. Exhale, stay, slide those hands back down. And I'm going to start to pump the 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. We inhale through the nose, exhale through the lips. Fire those armpit muscles. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Shh. Shh. Halfway there. If you need to reset and put that head down, do it. Don't feel strained in that neck. Inhaling and exhaling. We have 3 more to go. Inhale and exhale. Make sure your head is not looking up at the sky. Therefore, your neck is going to be strained. Let the core hold it up. Last one, inhale. And exhale, slide those hands back up. Place your feet down, arms straight up. All right, so I'm going to slide my legs all the way out. I'm going to reach my band behind me. Nice long stretch. Using your core, slide the feet back in. Do that again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, feel the length in the spine, the legs. Exhale, stay. Legs are still together, shoulders are down, spine is long. Tuck your pelvis, lift up your booty, and come into a bridge. At the same time, I'll push my band against my quads, and I'm going to articulate back down on an exhalation. Take your time. Tuck your tail, lift up. The band goes against your thighs. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck that booty. It comes down last. Tuck it again. Inhale, lift. And exhale, return. We're going to add on. Tuck, take your time, lift, stay here, and drive the right leg through the band to a tabletop. Put it back down. Your arms must remain straight. March left. March right. As you lift the leg, exhale. Shh. Inhale to regroup. Exhale. Exhale. Good. Shh. Keep those wrists straight. And I go for 4. 3. Make sure the hips aren't sinking down. 2. And 1. Fix your bridge. Woo, I had to fix mine. Reach those arms behind you. Keep them there. Give me an inhale. And on the exhale, slowly melt your spine back on to the mat. Work through those tight, sticky spots. Take an extra breath if needed. Hug those knees in. And the band rests by your shins. Good. Okay, take the band right in front of the quads and press the arms straight. The knees are going to stay towards the chest with resistance on that band. We're going to tap the right toes down, drive it back into the band. Tap the left, drive into the band. So I'm not in a tabletop. My knees are closer towards my chest. I exhale as I drive through the band, coming with the leg towards the chest. My back is staying heavy. If you would like, draw the eyes to your belly and continue here. Shoulders are mounted. Drive it in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rock yourself up. Nicely done. Okay, take the band back behind your feet. I like to have the band flat with my toes inside the band. I'll slide my hands down until I can hold my band just like this. So I shouldn't be here, we know that. Crease at your hips. Feel the back of the legs pressing in. If you need to, soften your knees. I'll walk my hands a little bit further down because I can. If you're able to, get them further down. So most of us are back like this. I want you to almost feel like you're sitting in front of your sits bones. Shoulders down, spine tall. The arm closest to the pole is going to row. We're going to follow it. Come back out. Other arm, thumb to armpit, bring it back out. Now, not only am I twisting, but I'm lengthening as I pull. So I'm going to grow taller and I don't sink as I unwind. It's an exhale, inhale. Shh. Sit straighter. If you need to, again, bend those knees. One more rotation. And now I'm going to take both thumbs, elbows wide, pull it back, stretch it long. Belly in and up. Very light on your sits bones. Shoulders are down. I exhale to inhale. Exhale to inhale. Can we sit an inch taller, please? I thought so. One more. You just need to be reminded. That's all. Now I want you to bring it in and then slide knuckles to knuckles. I want you to rotate towards the pole, back to center. Rotate away. If it's too heavy, slide the band down. I call it heavy, meaning if it's too hard, if it's too tight. Now let's do an inhale as we rotate here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Some of us are still leaning back. I want you to feel that crease at your hips. One more. Good. And release. Take the band behind the right foot. I'll cue right, left instead of pull and not the pull. And lie all the way down. This leg is going to come up. I'll pull my elbows down. I'm going to push my leg up into that band. You have two choices for the opposite leg. It can stay straight along your mat, or you can bend that knee. Whichever way you do is fine, but when we're moving the right leg, the left leg needs to be pressing into your central line. So be mindful of that. Elbows are down, wrists are straight. Externally rotate that kneecap of the right leg. And we're going to circle towards the center. We're going to go down around one. I'm pressing long into that band. Glutes are firing. My belly is moving this leg. And one more. And that's reverse. We cannot take the opposite hip with us. Out to come around. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Good. Now, I'm going to take my eyes to my belly. I'm going to straighten my arms. I'm going to bring myself up till that leg is about 45. And I'm going to hold it right here. And I'm going to pull my elbows back. I'm going to do a little circle here. Going towards the center. Round and come up. Round to come up. Round it up. Round it up. Reverse. And round to come up. Pressing longer in that band, please. Nothing else moves. I shouldn't see your hips moving. 2 and a 1. Bring it on up. Switch the foot. To get down there, I'm going to lengthen the other leg on the mat. When we're down, you can always bend it. So I'll start to tip back. Arms are straight. Leg is straight. Take your time rolling down. And I pull my elbows down. So right here, you can decide what you want to do with that right leg. Shoulders are heavy. Imprint your spine. Turn that kneecap of the leg that has the band away from you. And we're going to circle towards our center, towards the other leg. Round and come up. Here's your breath. Inhale, exhale. So that belly is getting all the air out and bringing that leg back up to center. And we'll reverse it. Away, zip up, 5. Inhale, exhale, 4. Lengthen that leg, kids. I want you pressing into that band, creating more length. Yes. Now bring the arms straight. Nod the chin to your chest. We're going to lower this leg to 45 as we peel up. It's almost like a teaser, isn't it? Yes. Pull those elbows back, and we're going to circle towards the other leg. Round to come up. Inhale, exhale. Don't take your hips with you. Maybe you need to make your circle smaller. And now reverse it away from your center, zip up. Opposite leg is staying still. I'm using my core to bring me up. 2 more. Last one. Lower it down. Put both feet in your band and bend your knees in. Okay, I'm going to walk my hands a little further down. I'm going to balance here on my sits bones. Shoulders are down. I'm going to pull my elbows back, trying to keep my feet close to my seat. We're going to roll like a ball. We gently tip back, never rolling onto our neck. It's butt up, butt down. Hold here. Press the legs out. Sit tall. Now put yourself back into a ball. Eyes to belly. Rock back. You can just wait for us. You can just hold that. Press out. If you don't want to do that part, just hold here. Chin to chest. Shoulders down. The slower, the more you get out of it. Zip it up. Chin to chest. Keep looking into your navel. Look into your belly button. Keep that spine rounded. Press it out. Bring it back in. Inhale. Scoop deep to come up. Exhale. Hold your legs out. We'll drop them down and we'll reach long. Woo! All right. Bring the band behind you. You can choose whatever position you want for your legs. They can stay straight. You can sit cross-legged. You can do a diamond. You can just bend them. Do what feels best to you. The band's going to be at the base of the armpit. I'm going to pinch it with my thumb and second finger. You choose how much resistance you have. Palms face down. I can see my arms in my peripheral vision. I'm going to press out. My belly goes in, and then I'm going to take it back out. I'm going to exhale. Inhale. And again, we shouldn't feel real heavy and almost sitting behind those sits bones. You want to be tall, light, and slightly in front of them. Look straight ahead. Want your neck in line with your spine. Straighten those arms all the way out. Bend them back in. 4 more. We exhale out and inhale. And 3. Good. And 2. 1 more. Hold this here. Separate the legs. Round like you're going to push against that band. Bring it back up and bend your elbows. Press first, then round. Think a spine stretch. Stack your spine. Open the chest. Press out. Reach forward. As I'm going forward, I push into my band. I stack that spine tall. I release the band. Push first. Inhale. Exhale. So it's like a cat-cow rounding into that band. Lengthen. Now I'm going to arch as my elbows pull back. Straighten out that spine. Inhale. Exhale. Round it. Inhale here. Exhale here. 1 more time. Inhale first. Flex those feet. Exhale through that band. Bring it up on an inhale. Bring it back. And release those arms. Okay, take the band from behind you. Bend those knees. We're going to hold the band just where our hands can be on our outer thighs. I'm going to reach my arms long. I'm going to roll back. Take my legs with me. You can always keep your head down when I cue eyes to belly. I'm going to draw my chin to my chest. My shoulder blades are off the mat. I have resistance already against my band. My right knee is going to go towards me. My left leg leaves the band, but my arms stay still. And then switch. I want you driving through that band. I want to see you pushing against it as you reach the opposite leg out. Yes, wrists are straight, lock them. Yep, lock your arms. Yep. Now let's breathe. Inhale, switch. exhale, switch, inhale, 2, exhale, yes, and inhale, 2, exhale, one more set, inhale, 2, exhale, freeze, straighten up this leg, scissor, I'm still pressing into my band, press, 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 boom, boom, lengthen both legs, put your head down if you need it. I'm going to go back to bent leg, 4, 3, 2, to a scissor, 4, 3, 2, bent legs, 1, 2, 3, straight leg scissor, 1, let's do it one more time, why not, bend those knees, that's right, 4, 3, 2, straight leg, go, 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 4, 3, 2, 1, release, pull those knees in. If your neck needs a little release and a little stretch, look to one side of your mat. Doesn't that feel good? And then look to the other. Woo! Bring those arms straight up over your chest, feet down. My arms, my hands are going to go slightly past my shoulders over my chest. As I pull my band apart, my knees are going to drop to one side of my mat. Bring it back up. As I pull my band apart, my knees go to the other side of my mat, and I come back up. I'm going to inhale, pull, exhale, return. Inhale, pull, exhale. I need to switch where my band is. It's going to be easiest for me to sit up. I'm going to put the band behind my feet. If you can do it laying down, go for it. I can't do that. All right, so my legs are back up and my elbows are down. And I want you having that resistance on that band. So bring those arms back up. And as you pull your elbows down, think of the legs pressing up higher into that band. Release it, bring those arms back up, and then pull the elbows down. So it's like a close grip row. Bring those arms back up. Exhale, pull them back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Now you can keep your head down or nod the chin to your chest. Take the head up. Shoulder blades need to be off the mat. Shoulders are down. Lower the legs for 3. 1, 2, 3. Zip it up. Inhale, 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 exhale. You better watch where your back is on your mat. So when you're lowering these legs, your pelvis can't go with you, and your back needs to stay imprinting on your mat. How many of you are pushing into that band? We're not just dropping those legs down, we're trying to lengthen. The more I go away from my center, I need to fire those glutes. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Let's add on arms straight. Another option. Lower, 2, 3, teaser up. Bring it back down. Elbows come down, legs come up. Go down. Elbows are down. 1, 2, 3. Elbows lengthen. Teaser up. Use the band if able. Lower back down. Pull the elbows back in. Bring the legs up. And lower. 1, 2, 3. Arms straighten. We teaser up. If that's not for you, you continue just going down and up. We come up. Let's just do that one more time. Lower on an inhale. Arms lengthen. Exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale back up. Release your head. Now I'm going to go into a frog position with my heels turned in, toes turned out. You can keep your head down if that neck needs a break. I'm going to do 6 frogs. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest, shoulder blades off the mat. As I press out, my inner thighs engage. I come back in. My belly brings me back in. Inhale to exhale. We've got 3 more to go. Here's 3. Good. Here's 2. Hold it out. Legs straight up and head is down. Relax the neck and relax the shoulders. I want you to take both legs to the right side of the mat. Bring it back up to center. Take it to the left. Now here's the deal. You can actually let your butt cheek lift off that mat, but you got to keep your shoulders and elbows pressing into the mat. Out, inhale as I go to one side. Exhale, get the spine heavy again. I inhale, my spine can peel off. Exhale, neck is relaxed. Back of the head presses gently into that mat. I take it to one side. Now you can keep doing this, but I'm going to make it into more of a circle. I'm going to go to the right side of my mat, push down. I'm going to circle into my other butt cheek, and then come up, and they're both on the mat. As I go to the left, my right butt cheek will lift up a little bit. I'm going to circle around and go across the butt. One butt cheek is left, and then come back on. As I go to my right, my left seat will lift up. As my legs circle, so does the glute. Circle around and center. Over. Round. You got it. One more each side. Big circle, big length. Pull up from those obliques and the lower belly. Inhale, circle, and exhale up. Rock yourself up. Woo. Take the band behind you. Base of that armpit. Again, I want you to pick which way feels best to you. Straight-legged, crisscrossed. We're going to do a spine twist. Your shoulders are getting tired, hands are getting tired. You don't have to use your band. All right, so if you're going to have straight legs, I want your feet flexed, and they're not allowed to move like this. That's called dancing feet, and that means your hips are shifting, so everything is going to stay still. I'm going to pinch my band with my thumb and second finger. I'm going to press my band out long, and guess what else happened? I zipped up my spine. Bring those elbows back in. Palms face forward. Palms will face down as I bring it out. I want you to grow taller, taller, taller. Bring it back in. Press it out. Shh. Bring it back in. This is your last chance to get those arms out. Exhale. Hold. Can you feel the lemons being held in those armpits? Rotate towards the pole. Don't move your feet. And then give it one more little twist. Back to center. Rotate away from the pole and give a little push. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. Exhale. Remember we talked about dancing feet. Oh, I'm seeing feet dance. You got to keep your feet just like this. Now twist. Don't move them. Don't move them. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2. I love it. You're spiraling taller. 1, 2. Finish with one more. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2. And release. Take that band underneath your seat. Again, do what you want with your legs. I'm going to bring my arms up. Then I'm going to slightly hinge forward. And when I brought my arms up, I took my hands like this. Okay? So I reached up and I came behind my head. And I'm shifted forward now. I'm not rounded. I'm not rounded. And shifting forward doesn't mean this, right? So watch that. Okay. This bothers your shoulders. Do it without your band. I'm going to shave up and bring it back in. Up. And yes, it's against my back. It's okay. The breath. Let's exhale up. Inhale down. If it's too hard, slide the hands towards the ends. If it's too easy, slide them down. Where should you be looking? Right out in front of you. Remember we talked about where the neck should be. Remember the neck is part of your spine. You want that spine to be a nice long, yes, it's a diagonal, but it's long. Can we feel the triceps at all? And a lot of times I feel it more in my core because you got to hold that spine tall, yes? Give me 3 more. 3 and 2. Can you hold this one up? Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bend it, separate it, bring it down. Okay. Where our feet were on that end of our mat, we're going to lay our band about a foot away from the top edge. Come onto your stomachs. Everybody okay? Yes, no. I'm looking around like answers, answers. Okay. So our legs should be a sits bone width apart. If you have tightness to your lower back and that's not cool for you, you'll go wider. Okay? All right, so let's put our hands right underneath our armpits. Belly button's pulling in, neck is relaxed, so are the shoulders. Roll a marble with your nose to level out the neck. Press through the heel of your hands, bring it up, keep your belly button on. Exhale, pull your belly button away from the mat. Roll that marble. Inhale, shoulders mount. Exhale, return. And again, my hips, my pelvis are pushing down. My belly button's coming off. My neck is staying in line with my spine, not lifting up like this. Come back down. Let's do one more. Go inhale up, and we'll exhale down. We're going to grab onto our band and slide our hands to the edges of our mat. And I'm pinching my band with my thumb and second finger. I'm going to reach my band out west to east. Make sure that sternum is on top of that band. Arms are up. I'm going to pull my pinkies back to my hips and then come back out. Don't touch the floor with your arms. Pull it back. Inhale. Squeeze your blades. Look down at your mat. Exhale. Come back in. Let me watch. Inhale. Pull back. So when you're pulling back, you're opening the chest. You're squeezing your blades, but you shouldn't feel this in your neck. And again, pull back. Your pinkies are pulling back. You're squeezing your shoulder blades. Bring them back out to that T. Give me one more. Pull it back, way back. Watch your neck, yes. And then return. Now slide that band out from underneath you and take your hands to the front of your mat. Now I'm going to slide my hands to the edges of my mat. And this time, I want your legs together if possible. So we're going to lift everything up off the mat. We're going to hold it for 3 and come back down. If this is too hard, keep your head and chest down and just lift one leg up. Start with that if that's too hard. Here we go. We lift up. Hold. 2, 3. Come back down. Up. My thighs wrapped. My glutes are firing. I lift up. 2, 3, and come down. Now this time, lift up on 1. On 2, arms and legs press out. Bring them back where they started and release. Do that again. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale back. Exhale, return. We lift up. Open everything. Close everything. Release. Can you give me 2 more? Lift up. Are we breathing? One more. That means we're working. And stretch back into a child's pose. Scoop that belly and round that back. Lovely. Okay, we're going to lay on our side, and our head's going to go on the side of our mat where our bands are. Are we awake? Did we have a rough weekend? It's not Monday. It's not Monday, so what's your excuse? Let's go. It feels like Monday. Come on, kids. Okay, so here's my band. I'm going to draw my knees in towards the top edge of my mat. I don't like things flying by my face, so I'm going to bunch up my band, okay? What we're doing here on this one is I'm anchoring everything that's touching the mat. I'm going to be doing a clam and pressing my arm towards that leg and coming back home. Inhale, exhale. You choose how much resistance you want on that band. I want you to make sure that you are keeping your bottom rib cage nice and light. Okay? Let me fix one more thing over here. Pull and return. And again, pull and return. Come on. One arm stays down, other arm pulls towards your leg, So if you have do you have your band doubled up? You would never be able to pull that. She's like, okay. There you go. Now you're leaning back with your head though, so be on your side. There you go. Everybody with us now? Don't apologize. 4, 3. You got it. 2, 1. Hold the arms still, one on top of the other. Slide your legs out. You're completely lying on your side. We're going to take both legs up. Don't move your arms. We're going to hold, 2, 3, and return. Gently lift up. Make sure your shoulders are connected to your back and come down. We're going to exhale, up, 2, squeeze your booty, come back down. Do it again, up, 2, 3. Now I want you to take your top hand. Now I'm going to pinch it down a little bit lower. I'm going to start with my elbows bent, my top arm elbow bent. I'm going to press my arm up as I lift my legs, and I made mine too tight, so I'm going to reposition. But I'm bending that elbow and pressing it up as my legs go up. And that bottom arm has to be like a beam of steel. So if you make it too tight, it's going to be too hard for that bottom arm, especially to press down and stay on that mat. Now I'm going to go for 3, bend the elbow, press up, 2, whoop. 1 more. Now hold it here, turn the heels in, and give me little heel beats. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in. Come on up. Got my band with me. Other side. Did anybody need a modification that I missed? Listen to you guys. Oh. Joseph Pilates said you're as old as your spine feels. Maybe I shouldn't have said that either. Okay, here we go. Make the best out of what you got today, right? Jeez. Okay, we're a tough group here today. All right, my bottom leg is going to push down. Don't move your arms yet. Okay, so here's the leg, right? We're clamming. Yes? And all I'm going to do is take this top arm and reach it to that leg. So my bottom arm has to be my anchor. Everything is touching the mat is an anchor. If it's too tight, you loosen up one of the ends. Yes? Squeeze that armpit. Knees are bent, and both knees are to the top edge. And you're only lifting your top knee. Your bottom knee, there you go. Your bottom knee stays down. Are you breathing? Okay. And squeeze that armpit. Arms of steel. Buns of steel. One might as well say abs too, right? Can't miss the abs. 4 and 3. Yay, I love these. 2 and 1. Lengthen your legs. We're not going to change the arms. I stacked my hips, stacked my shoulders. My bottom rib cage is staying light. Lift the legs, hold. We're balancing and release. If this is not working for you and the balance is just not there, put the hands on top on the ground. And that will help you balance. So don't be afraid to do that. Now, if you want to add the arm movement, you can either keep your hand where it is, make it harder, walk it down. I'll bend my elbow. See how my band got really loose? So it's going to be too easy. Bend your elbow as you drop down. Press it straight. Bend the elbow. Straight. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze those thighs together. I'm still lifting and lowering. I'm lifting. Shoulders are down. Yes. Hold this one up. Connect your heels together in a Pilates stance. Give me heel beats. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Sit on up. Turn to face your feet. Okay. So my legs are going to be 1 fist width apart. How are we doing? Check in with your bodies. Woo! Beautiful out here today. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So I'm going to hold this slightly wider than shoulder width. Just a little bit wider. Don't go too crazy. If your band is super, super tight, you may need to go even wider. But you got to have your knees bent. Okay? If you don't like your ends hanging down, just bunch them up and hold them into your hands. All right, so we're going to shoulders down, chin to chest, scoop the belly, exhale, come down. Now nod the chin to your chest. Bring yourself up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you need to, you put the ball behind you and you stop on the ball, but don't go over the ball. And we come down. Here we are. Nod the chin to your chest. Now when you lift up your head right here, your back is heavy. You push through that to take your time coming up. I'm going to add on to this. Yay! Bring it back down. Now remember, when I do an add-on, you don't have to do it. Nod the chin to your chest. Inhale up. I'm going to kick the leg that's closest to the pole and straighten both arms into a diagonal. Retrace my steps and come back home. Try that again with the other leg. Nod the chin to your chest. Find that lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come back down. If this is still too hard, maybe you just take your shoulders off the mat and go back down. We'll rotate over the pull leg, follow that back hand, back to center, roll it back down. Nod the chin to your chest, find that lower back. Lift it up. Twist as you kick. Oh, that leg is even straighter. Bring it back and release. Lengthen your legs. I want you to roll onto your stomachs. Just roll onto them. Your arms will stay the same. They're holding onto that band. But I'm going to make sure my arms now are shoulder width apart. Now I'm pushing the heel of the hand into my mat. My legs are fist width apart. My neck is relaxed. My belly button is pulling away from my mat. Keep the left hand and right foot on the mat. Lift up everything else. So that'd be right hand, left leg. I push down my hand, holding that band. Come back down. Switch, other side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. One side's anchoring while the other side is lifting. Squeeze your booty, please. Inhale to exhale. The crown of my head is lengthening long. Yep. Reach that leg long. Keep your hips on the floor. We keep going. Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. Inhale to exhale. Give me one more. Now lift up the head and chest. Lift up your legs. Connect your heels by squeezing your booty and give me little heel beats. Connect those shoulders to your back. Arms are lengthening. I'm squeezing my seat, pulling my belly in. And 4, and 3, and 2. Let go of your band. Wait for it. Take your hands underneath your armpits. Bend your legs. The legs are together. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, press up to a modified plank. Good. Now, flex your feet. Take your toes to the floor. Lengthen the legs so the knees come off the mat. Connect your heels. We're going to lift our right leg up. Pulse your left heel behind you. 1, 2, foot comes back down. Shoulders over wrists. Lift up the opposite leg. Flex your heel. 1, 2, shoulders go back over the wrist. Lift right. Flex, flex, back over. Left. Flex the right heel, back up. Right. Boop, boop. Center and boop, boop. To your knees and stretch back. Want to release the wrists, hands go behind you and curl the fingertips to the wrists. Good. Okay, grab back onto your band. Come to a high kneel facing me. You're almost there. Almost, but not there yet. Yeah. Ah. Okay, so I'm going to keep this leg on the mat. This one's going to reach out. Press your hips forward. Line up your hip and your knee and line up this back heel with the back of that knee. I'm going to take my arms past my shoulders. If you don't like the ends flying around, you'll grab onto your ends. Okay? Band is tight. Shoulders are down. I want you to inhale, go to the straight leg. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Keep the hips still. Exhale. You're using your obliques to pull you back up. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Exhale. Now this one here, I'm going to start here, but I'm going to take this hand all the way down. And I feel this lovely side stretch like a mermaid because my band's pulling me over. Keep the hip pressing forward. Keep looking straight ahead if your neck is okay with that. If not, it will look down at the mat. And I'm going to lift this leg up. Hold it down. Pull. Stretch. Watch that shoulder. Lift up. Come down. Hold. Now here's where you got to be careful. Control it. Lift up. Down. Pull. Now let's try to do the leg and the arm. Bam. Control that band. Don't let it catapult you back home. I pull it towards the leg. I stretch over. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Release the band. Take your bottom leg and see if you can slide it behind you. If not, you're going to stay with that knee right like this. Reach that arm over. Yep. And then bring it all the way down. Yes. Yes, you would be. Yes. So her question was if it was bothering my wrist, or if you have a wrist issue, you can do that same thing here. All right, so I'm going to grab onto my back shin. Do a little mermaid stretch. Lovely. Palms up. Forearm. Hips push down towards your heels. Lovely. Bring it back up. Hook on. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hips down towards the heels. Exhale. And we'll come back to our high kneel. Zoop. Zip it up, ladies. Let's go. All right, here we go. So we're going to hold it past the shoulders. Want to grab the ends, whatever you want to do. Other leg comes out. Hips press forward, knee in line with the hip. Heel should not be able to be seen. It's right in line with the back of that knee. Let's stretch to the straight leg first. Inhale towards the straight leg. Exhale. Pull that belly in. Don't arch your back. Inhale. Nice long line. Exhale. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale. Stretch. Exhale. No, this is when we change now. We inhale. Exhale. Woo! So if you feel like, oh, that's too much of a stretch, give it some more slack. I'm going to take my leg up, down, pull, slowly let it come back. I'm guaranteeing I'm not going to hurt my shoulder by moving with control. Focus what you're doing. Up, down, pull, stretch, up, down. Now, if you want, we'll put those together, or you hold the hand still, or maybe you just do the hand and not the leg. Shh. Take your time, please. 3, stretch, 2, stretch, and 1. I'm going to release my band. I can either hold this, I can put my hand on my hip, I can either hold, or I can come back. You can go right now onto your forearm. Yes. Hold. You can reach the arm up. Woo! You can reach it over. Pick it. Lower down. Woo! Sometimes the wrist does get cranky, does it not? I know. We do our best to try to keep the weight off of it. Side stretch. Use this hand as leverage. Inhale. Exhale, palms up onto your forearm. We inhale. We exhale. Hook on. Inhale. To exhale, shoulders down. One more. Lovely. Turn to your feet. Or face me. Whichever works best. So I'm going to take my hands together. And I'm going to take them down so they can't go any further. They'll separate and wrap around my feet. I'm going to slide my feet towards me. Now this time, we're always in a Pilates V, but this time my toes are going to touch and not my knees, or not my heels. The knees are going to kind of press in more so they're not completely way out here and lifeless. All I want you to do is just open and close by tapping these toes. And you're opening and closing your hips. This is the preparation to seal. Now, if you like seal, you can add little rocks to this. So if you're going to do seal, we're going to tap these toes 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Shin goes to chest. We rock back. Tap, tap, tap. Rock up. Tap, tap, tap. Rock back, eyes to belly. Tap, tap, tap. Bring it up. Tap, tap, tap. Let's try to have more control. Inhale. And now I was really talking to myself. Let's try to have more control, Judy. Inhale back. 1, 2, 3. Exhale up. 1, 2, 3. Melt those shoulders. Last one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Feet come down. Grab onto your ankles. I'm going to pull my feet a little closer. My elbows will go against my inner thigh, inside knee, and I'll just add a little pressure. I'll just push down. Nice and easy. You pick how much. Good. Straighten those legs out. Cross the right ankle over your left. Sit as tall as you can. I have a hand by the knee, hand by the foot. I'm going to take it forward, chest towards the thigh. This is a piriformis stretch for that glute of the leg that's bent. And then straighten the spine. Put that leg back out there. Cross the other ankle over. Hand by knee, hand by foot. Take the chest forward. Knee is going away from your center. Lovely. Flip into a quadruped position. You can choose to just hold this. I'm going to go back into a plank. I'm going to connect my heels. Pike seat and walk your hands to your feet. 3, use your belly. 2, and 1. Hold right here. Now walk it back out. 3, 2, 1. Pike that seat. Try to keep your heels connected and walk back. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back out. 3, 2, and 1. I'll come to my knees. I'll stretch back into that child's pose. If you want to hit the hips a little more, take your knees wider. The arms can stay in front. The palms can go up. You can make cups behind you with your hands. Whatever feels lovely to you. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, open up the rib cage. And exhale. Can you give me one more, please? Movement in your back. Exhale. Come back up in a quadruped position. Take your left knuckles onto the mat. Palm is up. And then thread the needle. Follow it. Bring it back up and put it on the mat. Right knuckles, palm up. Thread the needle. Bring it back up. And we'll finish with a cat-cow. Hips and knees in a straight line, shoulders and wrists. Slide your sits bones up the wall. Your eyes go up the opposite wall. It's an inhale. Exhale, round. Remember that band at the beginning of class and we were pressing into that rounded position like a spine stretch? I want you to feel that band again. Inhale. That imaginary band, press into it, press into it, press into it. Come back to neutral, and you have made it. Woo! That was fun. Yes, we love the band. We do.